I have a couple of announcements. The first one is we'd all like to thank Always Remembered Treasured Antiques for our set. Also, I think you all know what to do with these, right? Turn them off. Okay. On the other hand, if you'd like to use your phone and take a picture of anything that goes on, please do. We welcome the chance to be immortalized.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I welcome you to the second annual Little Falls Cheese Festival Mystery Theater. Today's production, presented by LiFT Theater of Little Falls, is offered in cooperation with the Little Falls Cheese Festival, featuring Little Falls' only professional problem solver, Detective Mr. Matt Blac. This drama follows Mr. Blac as he saves the Cheese Festival from a last-minute disaster. Today, once again, we look in on the office of Mr. Matt Blac on the 4th floor of the Snyder Apartments, high above Main Street in Little Falls.
It's been a long day in a city that goes to bed early. There are a few puddles in the street from summer rain earlier today. It's supposed to be clear for the rest of the weekend. It's been a busy day. 3 appointments before lunch. I did paperwork all afternoon and I'm still behind in billing. I haven't caught up since Cressida left. I've had a couple of temps, but nobody has her bookkeeping and people skills. Or those red stilettos and the best legs this side of Schenectady. I had to take time off to attend the final Cheese Festival meeting at the community center, and I have just finished meditating. Now for 2 fingers of whiskey in my Erie Canal commemorative glass, and I'll be back on track. I know it's trouble when the phone rings at 9:30 at night. Everybody in town knows my schedule. They know I'm a hard worker. Solving. But they know my office goes dark at 9 p.m. Who's calling now? You've reached the office of Mr. Matt Blac, Little Falls' only professional problem solver. Please leave a message and we'll return your call promptly.
Pick it up. Pick it up, Mac. I know you're in there. I can see the light in your office.
The punks who smoke hand-rolled cigarettes are helping their friend Wilma across the street. Wearing hoodies, helping an old lady across the street as she leaves the Happen Inn. Just another day in Little Falls. I got to know the 4 of them on a little case a few months ago. I wave at Wilma and Bobby the punk and his buddies. And from across the street, a man waves back at me. He's in the shadow, but I think I recognize the jacket. He steps out and holds up his phone, and I'm sure who it is.
Hold your horses. Calm down, Harry. I see you. What is it you want?
I'm coming up.
I had that figured out.
Harry knows I need my quiet time. I wonder what's got him in a stew.
It's gone. I checked the storage shed before I went to the meeting and he's gone.
He's gone? Who's gone? What's gone?
I know I locked the shed. I had to open up to check the shed. I'm sure I locked it.
Slow down, Harry. Who's gone? What's gone? What is this? Grand Central Station?
I might as well see who it is this time.
Bobby.
Sorry to disturb you so late, Mr. B. I know you don't take people after 9, but I saw Mr. Da Vinci's come up, so I stopped by. And, this guy offered me $20 to give you this note, but I wouldn't take it.
Did I fall asleep and wake up in a circus? Where's Cressida when I need her? She called a few weeks ago and said she was done with North Dakota. She said she was coming home.
special, but you said you needed it by tonight or it'd be too late.
Too late? Who?
Some guy, he looked like he used to deliver for ads back in the day, when I was a kid. Read it.
What does this mean?
Look, Mac, we've got real problems. We don't have time for punks with mystery messages.
Sir, Mr. Da Vinci, I'm only here to deliver the note.
Take it easy, you guys, one at a time. Harry, you were here first. Now tell us who or what is missing.
The big cheese is missing.
Big cheese.
Yes, the big cheese.
Big cheese.
Yes, the big cheese is gone.
Calm down, the both of you. Harry, are you sure it's missing?
I'm sure. I checked before I went to the meeting. I came back. I looked in the shed. The only thing in there is my snowblower, my lawnmower, and the empty clothes rack. I had it hanging on.
And what? Hanging on what?
Harry, slow down and just tell us the whole story.
Okay, but I don't like the ease here. So the big cheese is gone. I went to Rochester yesterday to pick it up, put it in the back of my van, drove back to Little Falls, backed up to my shed. I waited till dark, made sure nobody saw me. I unloaded it, I brought it inside, I took the packaging off, and I smoothed it all out, made sure there were no marks. Hung it up just the way they told me, so it'll be perfect for tomorrow.
Listen, guys, I mean, what's this thing from Rochester? Why is it in the shed?
Bobby, let him tell his story. We'll get to your problem later.
So, Mr. B, it's not my problem as much as it is your problem. I'm here to deliver the note and get back to that beer downstairs.
Sorry, Bobby, you're right. Let's just hear Harry out. Go ahead.
So as I was saying, I checked before I went to the meeting. It was perfect. It was all we could hope for. I locked the shed, I went to the meeting, and when I came back, let me take another look at it. I was thinking, it'll be the hit of the day. It'll be perfect. Everybody will be so surprised. I unlocked the door, I opened it up, took a look, and it was gone. The hanger was empty, the rack was there. They get in. I know I locked it. I'm sure I locked it.
Harry, do you still use a combination lock?
Sure.
And I guess you haven't changed the number.
Why would I change the number?
Everybody in town knows your number, Harry. They tell me it's the same number you've had since you broke up with Karen in high school. Her birthday and the day you broke up with her. Damn it, Harry, you've been married twice since then and have 3 kids. Aren't there any other numbers in your life that are important?
It's just easy to remember. Mac, what do we gotta do?
Well, at least we know it was somebody local since they used your combination.
Guys, what's this thing in the shed? And what shed?
We can't tell him.
We-
It's just you, me, and Krista know about this.
We have to tell him. Here's the story, Bobby. Guy who grew up around here a long time ago saw that we had a parade from the Cheese Festival website. I said that if we're going to have a parade, we needed a mascot. So he donated a 7-foot-tall cheese head mascot.
Yeah.
Said he saw one in a parade in Wisconsin a while back, but that New York cheese is better. New York is the home of cheese in the United States, and Little Falls was at the center of it. He was adamant about that.
You're joking me, right?
It does sound weird when I say it out loud. Harry gave me the guy's information so I could check him out, which I did. Guy named Willard. He's legit. He's got the money. He's related to some big family that used to be a big deal in the cheese-making industry 150 years ago. He ordered the mascot costume from this company in Rochester. Something about reminding people about what's important. Anyway, Willard was straight up, the guy, and the mascot maker was easy to work with, and we had it. We told the mayor that we have a special companion for him to lead down Main Street in front of the parade. The mayor doesn't know who it is, but he's game for the surprise. The only other person who knows about it is Chris. He's going to wear the costume.
A cheese costume. Maybe I should have gone back to college.
It was just perfect. That just perfect wedge and rind. That big yellow head smiling at me.
Eh?
Wearing an extra large Mounties sweatshirt. He had a basket of cheese snacks to throw to the crowd, and he had flyers to hand out to the people explaining about the Little Falls Cheese Market, and he's gone! He's gone!
Guys, am I really hearing this?
Yes, Bobby. We've got a problem.
And this note has something to do with it?
No! What no?
Oh, that note that I just brought in. The note that I was sent here to deliver. Are you listening, Mr. Da Vinci?
Look, we got real problems. I don't have time for punks butting in.
What do you mean? I delivered a note.
Harry, calm down. Bobby's delivered us this note, and like it or not, he's in the story now. I'll read you the note. If you want to see the big cheese again, wait for further instruction.
What is it, a ransom note?
Here, look at it. It's a ransom note.
Am I crazy?
Don't ask.
All right, guys, we need to review. The cheese was safe at 5:45 p.m., right, Harry? And at 8:45 p.m., the cheese was missing, right, Harry? And Bobby, what time did you say that fella came into the happening?
We were all drinking beers, watching the Mets lose by the third inning, and 9?
And did he look nervous to you?
No, Wilma said happy-go-lucky like.
And you said that he said he'd be back.
Yeah, it sounded like later.
And you said he looked familiar to you?
Well, sorta. Oh, you older guy.
Older?
Take it easy, Harry. Let Bobby finish. Go ahead, Bobby.
I don't know. You look like somebody who looks like somebody. What do you want from me? You want my help or not?
Bobby is getting a bit annoyed. I need to take charge. Harry's not in shape to think.
Well, you're here now, and we do need your help. We've got a parade tomorrow, and the co-grand marshal has been kidnapped.
There. I've said it. I'm talking about a kidnapped cheesehead mascot. Where's the community service I thought would be at the heart of my career as a problem solver? Where are the happy mothers who find out their kids aren't smoking marijuana in the cemetery late at night, but are volunteering at the Alpine? Where are the little kids who cry for joy when I bring home their lost puppies? What has Little Falls done to me?
Blac. Mr. Blac.
Yeah.
Listen, we gotta focus here. You apparently have this problem, and Da Vinci's running off the canvas. It's up to you and me.
Sorry, Bobby. You're right. Let's get down to business.
We should call the FBI?
The FBI? I'm not hearing this.
Harry, we do have a problem, but I think we can handle it. Right, Bobby?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. I'll stay here and see what I can make out from this note. Harry, you stay here with me. And Bobby, go back down to the bar in the Happen Inn in your beer.
Anything else I should remember?
Yes. Since you have my phone number, call me every 15 minutes. And go easy on the beer. They're on Harry. Harry, give him a 20.
Huh?
Just give him a 20.
What?
Nah, don't worry about it. Doing this, a little false.
Don't you think I should go home and check again?
Maybe it's a good idea that you go back to the shed and take a look around. But Harry, you've got to stay calm. This is time for a cool head. Go back home and look around again. Carefully.
I think I got it together.
All right, then.
Maybe I should reread what I know about the mysterious Mr. Willard. I know his ancestor, Xerxes Willard, almost single-handedly switched the center of the cheese market from New York City to Little Falls in the 1850s. But what does that have to do with this? This kidnapping. Maybe I missed something. Nobody else knows about the big cheese. Just me and Harry and Chris. And now Bobby.
Yes, Bobby.
Nothing down here yet. I don't think he's gonna show his face because it'd be too obvious.
Maybe. Just keep waiting.
Sure. How you doing?
This is interesting. This Willard guy comes from an interesting family.
Get out of here, man. Sorry, I'm so late.
Well, what have you got?
Another guy came in and gave me this. Eat.
It's from him.
Well, what's it say?
I'd better take this. Matt Black here.
It's me. Everything's just the same, but I noticed something I didn't see before.
Well, what is it, Harry? Tell me what it is.
It's probably nothing. It's just a piece of paper that could have been dropped by the shed, or maybe it's the wind. It's getting windy. I hope there isn't a storm coming with a festival and everything.
Harry, just calm down and tell me what's on the paper.
Oh yeah, it's a picture of the statue of the Virgin Mary. Looks like one that used to be in the yard up the street from me when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's great, Harry. Why don't you just bring it right up to the office as soon as you can? Bobby's here and he's got something. And Harry, don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, what has he got?
Just come on back to the office. What does this mean? Remember the surfing virgin.
The surfing virgin.
Cressida? What are you doing here? You're back. How did you get into this building?
Well, the doors are all open. How do you think I got in? And I still have my key.
Well, the last I heard from you, you were still in Minot.
Right, boss, but I'm here now, and it's 10 o'clock on a Friday evening, and it looks like you've got a bit of a problem.
Oh, hey, he used to work here. I think he misses you.
So, what's the surfing virgin got to do with anything?
Do you know what the surfing virgin means?
Sure.
Surfing virgin. Can't be from around here. There's no surfing in Little Falls, eh?
It's just a thing from when I was a kid.
A surfing virgin?
Yeah.
Surfing virgin?
Yes, from when I was a kid.
Well, what's a surfing virgin?
More to the point, why do you care?
The big cheese is missing, and I think it's been kidnapped.
You heard right. A kidnapped cheese.
And we have this ransom note that mentions a surfing virgin. Do you know what that is?
It's a thing from when I was a kid.
You got anything more?
Well, maybe.
Any day now.
Mr. Hightower, could you help me enlighten them?
It is time for an intervention. We need to explain to our audience what is going wrong here. You know from the text of the play that Bobby has a problem here. Cressida, just in from North Dakota, is suffering from jet lag. Mr. Matt Black's Erie Canal commemorative glass, who's actually in his desk, and that's a miniature replica. When he mentions 2 fingers, he means vertical. And Harry da Vinci likes that cheese And you know what happens when you eat too much of that. The words just won't come out. I hope that this interlude has relaxed you enough to stimulate the flow.
Boss, why don't you slow down and just explain to me what the big cheese is?
The mascot. It's the mascot for the parade tomorrow. And Harry Da Vinci and I and Chris Walker are the only ones who know about it.
Chris Walker.
Yeah, Chris Walker.
Are the twins in on this too?
Twins? Who said anything about twins?
Chris's brothers, Warren and Willie,
Oh.
the twins.
What do Chris's brothers have to do with anything? And what about this surfing virgin?
Surfing Virgin, that's it. That's what the guys called it. The Surfing Virgin.
Called what the surfing virgin?
The statue.
What statue?
The Surfing Virgin?
What's a surfing virgin?
The statue, the one that was in front of Vince's grandma's house, up the street from me when I was a kid.
Who's Vince?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, what does anything matter? Guys, I'm at a bar, the happening, with the Wilma and the boys, just watching the Mets lose inning after inning. And now, I can't have my beer, it's going flat, and getting warm, and everybody's crazy.
Well, not quite everybody.
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you know what's going on here, Cressida? And how did you get back to Little Falls?
Yes, and by plane, and my cousin picked me up in Albany.
What about the cheese? What do I tell Mr. Willard? We promised him a video.
I think you'll have your video.
Is this what I think it is, Cressida?
What do you think it is?
Cressida's right. It's the twins and the surfing virgin. I remember the story. Vince's grandmother had a statue of the Virgin Mary in her front yard. It was a nice statue, but the way her toes curled over the pedestal, everybody called her the surfing virgin. But not in front of Vince's grandmother. Everybody was afraid of her.
Right.
One day, the grandmother goes to church, and when she comes back, the statue's missing. There's a ransom note on the pedestal. Do you want to see the surfing virgin again? I'd better take that. Mac Black here. Oh, hi, Chris. Yes. This big cheese is missing. You knew. How did you know? You've got it? But how? Who? When? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Ah. The twins. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Too much beer. Yeah. Tried to put it back, but forgot the combination they knew an hour earlier. Everybody knows the combination.
Is it the twins?
Sure, it's the twins. Chris is really good, brother. The other two, they're always up to something. They kidnapped that statue. They kept it for about a week.
Nobody ever knew what they did with her. And then one day she was back. And she had a little moss on her head.
Am I really hearing this?
That's pretty much what Chris said. He mentioned the big cheese to his brothers and regretted it immediately. Even at 45 years old, they still hold tight.
What was that, Chris, on the phone?
Yes, the twins showed up at his house with the costume and just gave it back to him to put away. By then, they were too drunk to remember the combination.
Is the cheese okay?
Apparently, the twins wanted to relive the surfing virgin, but lost their nerve. Couldn't remember the combination when they got back to the shed.
So, does this mean it's over?
Well, the twins thought it would be funny. They always wished they'd done more with the virgin.
They never were the best thinkers, but never did me real hard. You know, when their wives are in town, they're fine.
There's the cheese now.
Chris has got the big cheese costume. He's going to bring it by your house so you can check it out and make sure it's okay for tomorrow.
So, we are done here, right?
Yes, Bobby, it's over. The big cheese is safe. The parade is safe. The cheese festival is safe.
Good job. We'll see you later, boss.
Another day in Little Falls comes to an end. Another problem solved. Another crisis averted. The evening is cool. I may have to close the window. Tomorrow should be warm and clear. Bobby and the guys and Wilma headed back up the hill a few minutes ago. Harry's got the cheese and I've got my whiskey. And the best legs this side of Schenectady just walked back into my office.
We here at the Mystery Theater would like to thank you for your interest in our search for the big cheese. Take a bow, folks. Before you go, let me remind you that the cheese awaits you on Main Street. That's local cheese, cheese from our neighbors' cows, from their goats, from their sheep. Healthy cheese, happy cheese, the kind of cheese that helped Little Falls make history. One more thing, there will be live music here momentarily, if you wish to stay. Thank you.